I want to welcome all our presenters. Thank you for eventually submitting your papers. But initially we were discouraged. In fact, I was thinking maybe we should cancel the day one, because we were not expecting so much of delay, in submission. And the reason is clear. ReFoSTS, 2 days ReFoSTS started in Lagos just 3 years ago. This is the 3rd edition of technical paper presentation. And we did it because we wanted to encourage those in academia, basically. You understand? And so we expected that every year we're having ReFoSTS, that those who want to submit papers will submit on time, so that we can actually do the needful and prepare well to host everyone. For many years, Lagos chapter was not holding ReFoSTS because we don't have so many academic institutions in Lagos. But we had to bring in those within Ogun and all of that. But despite that, we saw that in the last 2 years it's been. So we hope that after now, that commitment, to submitting early, knowing that day one is so key because of the technical paper presentation. And can I tell you, it is so important that the theme of this year's ReFoSTS, the Regional Food Science and Technology, is centered around food research innovation. And so what are we doing? We want to harness food research innovation for industrialization and economic sustainability. We want to bridge the gap between the town and the ground. That it is enough of just having our researchers in the universities, in the research institutes, in the regulatory. Let's step up to a level that this research can actually be the outcome of our researches can become commercialized, can become viable. And that's the purpose of this technical paper presentation. And I expect that we should have more students attending this event on day one, especially, not just tomorrow, the paparazzi and everything. So I want to welcome every one of us. I've seen quite a number of colleagues here, senior colleagues and junior colleagues, and some of my mentors back then in the university. Dr. Silas, thank you very much. I was so excited to see you, and many of us who are here. Thank you everyone for coming. I will leave the floor now so that others can speak and we can get started, because we are actually behind schedule. I cannot even read my speech. Thank you very much everyone, and God bless you.
So thank you, Chairperson, NIFST Lagos chapter. We appreciate you. While she was reading, or while she was talking or presenting her speech, the chairman of LOC for this program came in. She's Professor Beatrice Ogana Ikudeyo. And then we also have in our midst the former chairperson LOC, Mrs. Taiwo Ubani. Thank you. Thank you for making our time, and thank you for all your technical advice. We really appreciate you, ma. So without taking so much of our time again, it's time to welcome our own dear person, Dr. Nwabweze Peter. The way he calls it is Okolie Nwabweze Peter. Quickly, let me read his profile. Oga, please, can you stand up? It's my Oga. Oh. To drag him here, it took me a lot. So, Dr. Okolie Nwabweze Peter hails from Ibuzo in Oshimili North Local Government Area of Delta State. He holds an HND in Biochemistry from Yaba College of Technology, a postgraduate diploma in Food Microbiology from University of Port Harcourt, and both MTech and PhD in Food Microbiology from Federal University of Technology, Akure, specializing in food, industrial, and environmental microbiology. He joined Yaba College of Technology in February 1992 and has risen through the ranks to the current position as Chief Lecturer in the Department of Food Science and Technology. Over his career, he has served in numerous institutional roles, both as which includes SciWest Coordinator, Head of Food Science and Technology Department, Dean of School of Technology, and a member of the college College Governing Council. He currently serves as the director of Center for Technology Marketing and Product Development in Yaba College of Technology. Dr. Okolie is committed to academic excellence and contributing through teaching, research, and supervision of both ND and HND students within and beyond the polytechnic system. He is an active member of Nigeria Institute of Science Technology, Nigeria Institute of Science Technology in London, Nigeria Institute of Food Science and Technology, and Dr. Okolie Nwabweze Peter has over the years supported NIFST, which is the student arm of NIFST. He has supported NIFST on many occasions by sponsoring some of the students through school. He has also contributed to their sponsorship to conferences, that is the NIFST conference. He has provided financial, materials, and moral support to NIFST at several times in Yaba College of Technology, as well as Lagos Mainland Zone. Join me as we welcome Dr. Okolie Nwabweze Peter for his presentation.
Okay, I should stay here. All right. So thank you for the summary of yeah, it's a long one. The summary of this. So, and I'm happy to be here after a while. Okay. So, and when I looked at your program, they said I should give opening speech, but I have a lecture. So I don't know which one is acceptable now. But I will try it as much as possible to summarize it. So I welcome the chairman here. You're welcome, sir. I welcome all of you here. And I respect the fellows of the institutions who are present here and the members of the institution too. And also recognize those who have come to present their papers here. And then I appreciate every one of us and believe that at the end of this day one, we'll have some good news. So the topic for discussion, like the chairman of the Lagos chapter has said, is harnessing food research innovation for industrialization and economic sustainability. And that is what is in vogue now. Innovation is important, and then not just innovating, you have to take whatever you have, an idea, put them into a pilot stage, and then bring them out so that the people around will be able to know that something is happening somewhere. And that is where the developed world has reached. And so want to propel the people in our own developing country so that we can also move along that direction. So at the end of this lecture, participants should be able to know few things, the foundation and the leakage. You have to explain the core concept. And then we also understand the role of food research in industrial development. We need to also identify strategic opportunities for commercialization of food research output, and then analyze challenges limiting innovation in developing economies like ours. And then we also need to know how to do it well and then make things work. As a way of introduction, we'll look at the global food system. Like we know that food is a fundamental human need and an important driver for economic growth. And globally, food system contributes significantly to number one, employment generation, wealth creation, industrial development, export earnings, poverty reduction, and national food security. So modern economics increasingly depend on innovation-driven industries rather than resource-driven industries. So food research, therefore, serves as a catalyst for number one, product development, value addition, industrial competitiveness, and then sustainable growth in our system. So what is the concept now of food research? Food research refers to systematic, scientific investigation aimed at one, improving food quality, and then two, enhancing food safety, then increasing food shelf life, developing new food products, improving nutritional value, reducing food losses, and then promoting sustainable food production. There are so many areas of research, and by the time we listen to those who are going to present their papers, their research work, it covers these areas: food processing, food preservation, food biotechnology, food safety, food engineering, functional foods, and then we have neurotical environments, packaging technology, food microbiology, and then sensory evaluation. These are the many areas we can dive into as we engage in our researches in food science and technology. So what is this innovation? Food innovation. This involves the creation, the development, adoption, and commercialization of new ideas, technologies, products, processes within the food sector. And then we broke it down in this type of this food innovation. Product innovation, for instance, we have fortified foods, and we have functional beverages, and then we have plant-based meat alternatives. And then if you come to process innovation, we have example on high pressure processing, freeze drying, smart packaging. Those in the industry will understand this. So this teaching is for us to go from the classroom, from the researches, and then we link up to commercialization, the industry. Like the chairman said in the opening speech, there's a gap created that we want to close up, and there's no other person to do it than the young minds who are involved into researches. And you go to school, you come out, you must have an idea of research, and then you'll be acceptable in the industry because you are valuable. I told my Oga here, he owns an industry, so, and we have given to him good students that have an innovative mind. Is it not? Yes. And that's why his industry is growing. Okay? So we train them in innovation, moral, and then trying to be sure that they will be able to innovate. I don't have enough time. I would have given you some instances, but I will say this. A man came, he's an industrialist. He met me, he said he needed help. I said, in which area? He said, the people he employed in this industry, they have collapsed the industry. Number one, they don't have an idea. Number two, they are just theoretical and whatever. I said, okay, I will allow you some time. That company, let it fall inside gutter first. When it falls, then you will come back. And the man became angry. He said, why must I be praying that I will pray? I said, no, because if I give you some people now, you won't understand their value. Because you would think that it's those that were there that are working to make it work. And he left in anger. After a few months, he came back. He said, I'm back now. I said, where is the company? He said, the company is now inside gutter. So I said, okay. And now gave him 2 students, only 2. And I gave them an idea. And they went there. 3 months later, the man came back. He said, give me another 2. I said, how did those ones work? He said, I've sent them to Scotland. That they are very, 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 in fact, his very did not end. They are intelligent. Okay? You know why? Because of paper discrimination. He employed an apology, employed people from the university who are trained with theories. And then we are here, but we are not recognized. That's why I said, let that company fall inside gutter first, so that you will know that we have value. Okay? I used to brag. Yes. Now, those 2 guys, you know, as I'm talking now, that company will never go down. Yeah. We now pick 2 again and send them to Britain, while the other 2 came back. Innovation continue to move. So, gentlemen and ladies, as you have organizational innovation, and then you have to improve management systems in the companies, you give them ideas. That idea usually will come from the institutions. Okay? But they think they know everything until they come, you give them an idea, and develop product. And like I said, time is not in essence here. Now, understanding industrialization. We have industrialization in the process through which raw materials are transformed. We know that manufacturing activities expand, technology adoption increases, employment opportunity grow, national productivity improves, and then we also know the importance of industrialization. Economic diversification is one, and then we have increased GDP, job creation. In fact, it contributes about 60%. Okay, the industrialization linked to commercialization. And then we have job creation, though most of the things we say are theoretical. And that's why we have to go this way, so that you will understand that you are a link to the industry. That without you, nothing will happen. If you just stay where you are, and then nobody, then it will also improve living standard. Now, what is now the linkage between food research and industrialization? We have new products that will come into existence, instant food. And then we have process organization, productivity, efficiency, cost effectiveness. And then we have technology development, research generates machine equipment, and then processing. So in my own institution, for instance, we are keenly interested in innovation. Okay, and I happen to be the one to market it when it eventually comes out. And then we are doing so much because the institution is interested in sponsoring good researches and innovation. So if you are the idea, and that's why I see our students are not just learning theories. We have introduced real time practicals to them, so that they will see how the world look like. And then so when they go to the industry, they can brag there. Okay, and then tell the industry that, Kamu, I watched something. Okay, I sent a student to an industry, and they were pricing. In fact, I'm the one to price. They said I should give them good students. I said, okay. And I gave them a student, good one. And they were pricing it. 150. I said, no, that this one, if you want 150 own, I'll bring to you. So if you want 150 own, I give you. So the MD, all of them got, I said, come, this one, 350. If you cannot pay, that, in fact, that is a starting point. If you cannot pay, I will give you according to your bargain. And then we stayed there until they eventually agreed for 300,000 for that new graduate. And then they never regretted it up to today. So because the student was classical, okay, the position they employed her into, after 2-3 weeks, they called me and said, come, this one cannot be in this position. We need to elevate her to a supervisory level. So those are the ideas. They may not all be that in that category, but when you train somebody with knowledge and innovative power, you begin to brag, and then, so there are chains that are linking this. We have research, discovery, we have prototype development, we have the pilot scale production, and then commercialization, industrial production, marketing, and then we have the economic growth that eventually will arise if this chain is complete and not broken anywhere. Okay, so we must have those things. And then what is your role now? Those of us in food science and technology and the aligned, courses. One is that the food technologies contribute through food product development. And in our own curriculum, we have product development. Unfortunately, it's not been triggered in the normal way it ought to go. We are trying to develop it so that if you finished, you'll be able to have a product that you have developed yourself. Okay? And then it is you who will tell the world that you went to school. If not, the politician will sell you up. Someone came to me and said he wants to produce a beverage. And he mentioned the name of the beverage. I said, no, I'm not a trickster. Go to buy a copy of that beverage. Look at it, you will see the content there. Go on with your production. He said, no, that you will pay me money. I said, no, I'm not, I don't collect your money. Just do what you want to do. Product development. Another one came, he went to Ivory Coast. He drank a particular fruit drink. Okay? And then he came, he said he wanted to produce that in Nigeria. I made the first attempt, and I gathered them and said, come, drink this. They said, no, it didn't work. I had to go back again to the process. So eventually they came. As at this time, I have not charged them. Eventually they came, and then I gave them the drink, they drank. They said, this is what we drank in Ivory Coast. I said, okay, it's time now to bargain for money. Okay? So I had to charge them, and they paid. And I sold the thing to them, go on in that order. So you can develop new products, okay, through these innovative ideas, and then you work. So we have functional foods, special dairy products. Then quality assurance is also guaranteed if we are working in this direction. And then we have research and development, which is important to improve our performances. And then product optimization. We need to know all this. And then it comes to entrepreneurship. We have a startup, okay? When you go there, every student will pass through it, entrepreneurship. And then you come out with something. It's not as if you go, they ask you to produce something, you go to the market and buy. There are people to supervise you, do that thing, so that when you grow up, you'll be able to, or you leave the institution, you'll be able to do that properly. Some of them don't pay a particular attention to it, but it works. Okay? In the area of development, product development, which is important, you have to go around the system and circle. Like I told you, I have been bragging before. I'm not a braggart, but I brag. I was employed sometime by a company, and then they brought a dichotomy into the system, and then brought somebody who had a BSc. Me, I have an ND that time. And then they said, this one is this. I said, okay, let me watch them. Okay, so they brought a sample that we need to analyze. You need to know this so that you can develop your memory. And then he gave it to the person who came for an IT that has a BSc. I have an IT, an ND. The man was working and the system exploded. And they said, well, what is happening? So he called me. He didn't even call me well. He said, my friend, come. Can you do this thing? Imagine, can you do this thing? I say, yes. He said, okay, go and do it. I finished doing, and I got a very significant result for him. You know what he told me? He said, are you not, do you copy this result from my table, Abby? I was younger then, but with talent, innovative idea. And I took I said, okay, give me the paper. Let me see. He gave me the paper. I tore it in his presence. Yes, I tore it in his presence, and then carry the pieces into my pocket. When the technical director now requested for result, he came to me and said, I'm not giving you. I copied it from your table. So give them exactly the one you have on your table there. Okay? And they were a commotion until the matter got to the MD, and the MD said, young man, come. You did well. Please give me the result. Don't mind this. And I gave them. And they paid for it, even though they employed me. So there are things you must understand about innovation. You carried an idea on your memory, and then nobody can take it away from you. And so because Nigeria cannot move, you see, when you go into an advanced world, you see people who do not even have certificate, and they are moving, and we brought them into the country here, and they are damaging our economy. Because the much money they are paying, they are supposed to give to you and I, they are giving it to somebody else. So I train people to brag with your knowledge. I don't train, people who do not have, they say go, you go. They say come, you come. And I give them the steps I have followed in life to be able to get to where I am now. So, and those who are from Yabatek, they will know. Yes, they will know. Yeah, so the food research innovation, there are opportunities in Nigeria on these matters, there are opportunities. I gave them this thing to project to. I don't know why they are bringing on that thing. But we'll soon round up. Now, you have cereals, you have roots, tubers, you have this, and then you have areas where you can pick up. I used to tell my student, when you go to the mall to buy anything, you see T for headache, T for eye, T for this, T for it. Okay? The Saccharomyces cerevisiae, the China people, the Indians, have modified it in so many areas. If you see more than 1,000 strains, they have put in place, and that's where they are producing all those tea. And then we'll just sit back here. Well, I don't blame us, because the environment is not even conducive for anything that is called a research. But if you step out of the show, you see that you are a great person, because you have knowledge, you have understanding. And recently we said, okay, Zobo. We started innovation in Zobo, in Yabatek. Many years people were coming from the north to consult me. And then it goes on. So recently I published a paper. I gathered my students to call it Mole, Zobo, and all those things. And the journal body sent information back and said, come, we have not seen this type of publication in our space. And then they gave a lot of commendation. Zobo. We modified it and then improved the nutritional value, adding one thing or the other. Okay? It wasn't a common thing now, because it has gone into the published space. So you can Google it and then read the content. It did not end there. We also commercialized it. And then went into competition. Then my colleague here was the head of department. The first one, the student got an award of 100,000. Okay? People brought Zobo, different Zobo. But they were coming to drink. Our stand was having so much people. Even those that brought Zobo also came to drink. They said, what did you add inside this Zobo? So we said, don't worry yourself. Those are the secret of innovation. Even the department did not know. Because they were requesting, what is the formulation? The student said, it's a coded information. Don't give it to them. Don't give it to them. Okay? And we commercialize it, because that is the end. If you finish on the table and then you don't send it to the market, then you have done nothing. Okay? And then in recent time too, we pick up what we call this drink that everybody drinks all over the place. Tiger nut. Yeah, tiger nut. And then we went into the lab to experiment. How do we get this thing to use it to do yogurt? And we came out with something fantastic. If I have the sample I gave you now, you just follow me back to the institution. Okay. So we have also about to commercialize this. We call it a plant-based yogurt. People were using milk, using this. So we said, no, let us go out of this and use the plant-based material to get yogurt. And those who tested it and those who bought, it was interesting. So that is the purpose of innovation. That's why we brought you here now. So that your paper will not just be on the pages of those things. You publish, yes, it's good, but bring out something that will be out there for people to know that at least you are going far away. So like the guy that came from industry now, if you want to add our product, we sell it to him, and he pays high money. So if he does not pay, we remain where we are. You understand? We remain where we are. And then we look for somebody to buy, like those who came from Cameroon, Ivory Coast. They bought it to a large sum of money, which I cannot tell you now, so that you won't go and tell people. Now, there are added values in innovation, transforming highly perishable roots into the fundamentals. You know, we have cassava. You can use high quality cassava starch, the sweeteners. These things that come out. Bioethanol, industrial adhesive, and when this happened, it increased farmers' income, industrial growth, and export opportunities. It happens, you know, all over. And many people have taken the advantage. Food research and food security also increase productivity, reduce this. Let me just glance through. Then research for small and medium scale entrepreneurships. We have low cost technology, product diversification, improved packaging, and then we have a lot of this. Now, if you know, innovation goes beyond you producing. If you look at our package that we sent to the journal body on the Zobo, if you look at the package only, very small and then fantastic. They commented so much on it. Instead of publishing the paper, they were commenting on these products. And then they gave us further ideas that we could bring some other things like this into the journal space. And then we, did. Okay, so we have example like instant yam flour. You don't leave it to this. I went to an industry. They were producing yogurt. Custard. And I asked who is the MD. The MD studied business admin. Business admin. And I wasn't happy. Then I went to meet the staff. What did you study? He said food science and tech. And you allow this one to employ you. You must live there. Go and find, you can do better. Okay? You can do better. Somebody studied business admin. She has money. And then she gathered all of you and then be cracking your brain together to make an impact. You are supposed to be the one to employ him as your administrator. Okay? In the food industry. Okay, I hope it's not like that in your company. So, you are now my anchor man here. Okay, so we move forward. We say food biotechnology and industrial development. You have them on the slide now. You can look at them. Commercialization of food research. We've said part of it. And then you have where we are now, pillars of economic sustainability. Profitability, research efficiency, innovation, environmental stewardship, and then social evaluation. That's the 5 most important things you can prioritize and then achieve. Okay, then the contribution of food innovation to economic sustainability, of course, we know that employment creation, export promotion, and then this export thing, we have to do quite a lot. This export, we can, you know why? Because they don't accept most of our things because we don't refine them properly. So by the time we get the technology right, you see that you make a lot of money. Okay, I have a small garden. I planted cassava. The thing got spoiled. I harvested. I've been thinking how to, it got spoiled because I don't have the technology to process it the way I want. So by the time I came back, I saw that the thing has started rotting. I said, no, okay, you can't just rot in like that. I carried them to another garden. They now serve as a fertilizer. Okay, and they are doing well at the backyard, producing good vegetables. So I did not just pour them into the crash. You know, I took them to where they can also function. That's rotten cassava now. Okay, so we must think. So, but then, try to look around. You see people already exporting most of the products you have. Refine it further, and then send them away. You make more money than circulating them in a country that does not have the value for it. You have cassava flour, for instance. You know, you give it to somebody, you'll be pricing it anyhow. Okay, be pricing it anyhow. So reprocess it to something else. Move on, and then money continue to come in. The maize you have in your backyard and all those things, you can reconvert them and feed your chicken with them, and the chicken will become healthy and fat. By the time you are eating it now, you'll be happy that you own a chicken. Okay, instead of going to the market to buy, you have your own at your backyard. So there are a lot of innovations that we can. And then when you have an economy that is moving, then other things can go on. Income generation is there. That's part of the thing I've just said. Then the import substitution is also there. Then we have success stories, of course. Let me leave Brazil and China and India because they are already dominating in some of those areas. In Nigeria, for instance, we have the driving significant wheat substitution ratio across bakeries via standardized processing of high-quality cassava flour. We have it. Okay? I was telling my student, they went around for a survey, and a lady, good enough food technologies, was selling a loaf of bread for close to 12,000. Huh? I don't know what, but I know they call it bread. So I said 15,000. People are buying it. Okay? What did she do different? It just, fortified the bread with banana, with this, and then you eat it. You'll be happy. And then you come back again. She could not meet up the demand now because people are going in for it. Those are innovations. So let us not sit back. And then as we look at these challenges, and these are the things. Inadequate funding is one. Weak industry academic linkage. You have to help me beg the Oga here now. There is only one now I know that is from industry now. So that you can have a handshake with those of us in the academia. Well, that's where the problem is. They will take our students from backyard, and then they are using our students. Instead of them to come openly to have a handshake with us, so that we'll give them the people that can improve their industry, like I did the other time. But they are not doing that. They just feel that we don't know anything. But I'm sure that after he finished listening to this, he will. I will have an appointment with him. Yeah, so that we can. Now we have poor infrastructures, and then we have limited venture capital, regulatory bottlenecks. You want to register a simple product, now that could be dribbling you from one corner to another. You see, they will just be dribbling you. So if you have such problem, you take word to their place because it's supposed to be an easy thing, so that you don't create a lot of bottleneck. Then low technology adoption. So the challenge specific to developing countries is brain drain. Our people are going. Okay, like some of these young men I'm seeing here now. Give them $12,000 now. You see them in the next year. This thing, they have run to Canada or UK. They run to that place. What are they going there to do? It's because the environment here is not conducive for them. So I don't even prevent any of those students from not going. Let them go there. When things are right, they will come back. Okay? But that is the brain drain everywhere. Then poor research commercialization. Now, let me even talk about this. There was one of our students in the US now. She graduated with an upper credit, HND, and then left for the US. Okay. Now, she went into, they didn't even restrict her. She did her master's, and the project that she conducted, because I was following her up, was perfectly excellent. And then the state government, the government there employed her. And then the first day at work, they gave her a vehicle for supervision. So she just took the photograph and brought to me and said, sent to me. And now she's running her PhD. We just finished the proposal for her to run her PhD in that same area, food science and technology. Okay? And she's now been accepted within that domain because of her talent. If you go to, you see her going from one country to another. And it's the US government that is sponsoring her. And many years ago, maybe 4 years, she graduated from Yaba College of Tech. And we said, okay, move on. Don't allow this memory to die inside this country. Or one day they kidnap you. And then somebody will be talking about one other thing or the other. And she left. With the little money she gathered around. But then what I'm trying to let you know is that there are brain drain, poor research, commercialization culture, weak intellectual property protection, limited industry capacity, inadequate market intelligence, and then policy inconsistency, which is super in our own country. Today you have one. Tomorrow you have another one. One minister will come that didn't even know his left from his right, and then he will come and change the whole thing, and everybody will start again from the beginning. It's not fair it's not fair for innovation. It's not fair for innovation. So, gentlemen and ladies, there are strategies for harnessing food research innovation, strengthen research funding, then promote industry partnership, establish innovation hubs, support startup, then enhance intellectual property protection, and then improve infrastructure so that people will work well. Now, what are the roles now of the universities? Where Prof has left. Okay. Now we conduct demand-driven research. The industry will tell you, this is what we want. And then we'll conduct research based on that. And strengthening entrepreneurship education, promote technology transfer, establish incubation centers, then collaborate with industries, then support commercialization initiative. Now, any innovation you have that is sitting on your table, go and tidy it up. Because if it does not go to that end, commercialization, you have not done anything. The people in the world must know that this is what you have. And that is why it is important. We are looking at the innovation and the research output to commercialization. I pray God will help us. The government, well, we have here their role, supportive policies. We have a somersault at the other end. Now, if government can support this, and then national research and development funding, and then industrial cluster. These are the things government could do. Private sector's plan. The private sector should invest in research and development, partner with institutions, commercialize innovatives, establish venture capital fund, then create employment opportunities for those who are looking for job. Future trends is here. If you are very conversant with the world, you know that artificial intelligence is doing if you are not active, you will just be left behind. Because this thing we are talking now, this AI can do a lot of things now. So you need to follow through. Then some people were saying that AI will take your job. It cannot take your job. That thing you have inside your memory is what they gave AI now. And AI is restricted, mind you. It's limited to the information you gave to it. Only that it has now the ability to gather those information from A to Z and then put them together in a very snap way and bring to you immediately. But to talk about knowledge, it does not have any. It's what you gave AI that AI is circulating all over the place. So if they brag, if AI brag, then you too will brag. Don't starve AI with information. You have nothing. And it can make mistakes too. A lot of mistakes. Okay, so let us understand that. Then precision agriculture is also coming up. Smart packaging, functional foods, then circular economy and sustainable food systems. These are the new trend things that are okay. Now, my recommendation before I close this, thank you for giving me the time to express this to this level. Now, one is increased investment in food research, strengthen university-industry partnership. I continue mentioning this because that is a very critical area for us to be able to move faster than we are moving now. Then promote food technology incubation centers, encourage patent registration and commercialization. Then develop national food innovation policies, support SMEs in adopting research output, then improve access to finance for innovation. Finally, you establish food innovation park and cluster. So in conclusion, research innovation is a critical driver of industrialization and economic sustainability. The successful transformation of research output into commercially viable product can create jobs, enhance food security, promote industrial growth, generate export earning, improve national competitiveness, then achieve sustainable economic development. For Nigeria and other developing countries, harnessing food research innovation is not merely an option, but a necessity for achieving long-term economic transformation and sustainable prosperity. Thank you for listening to me. God bless you.
I'm sure we can do better than that. He said he doesn't know whether he was to give address or to give a speech, but or a lecture. But I'm sure every one of us, we have learned one thing or the other. That's what we are enjoying in Yabatek. Oga, thank you so much, sir. So you can see why I said I had to go and beg him to come, because I know to be a director of that particular center is no yoke. I know you are aware of that. Once again, Oga, thank you so much, sir. So quickly, let's take few questions, maybe 3. Anybody that has any question, please indicate. Any question? If you don't ask question, that means you don't understand the lecture. Yeah, or a comment. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Oh, okay. Okay, we can take more. I'm sure we are not in a hurry. Okay, thank you so much.
Good morning, everybody. I'm so impressed with the lectures Dr. Collier gave. I never knew this kind of thing existed, honestly. You know, I never knew it existed. Because I was just telling Kike that when Dr. Collier said, whether I'm a food technologist, I said, no, my number in NIFST is 379. So that means I joined NIFST in 1987. Yeah. So, and I've been feeding on food technology since I left school. So, so what I'm saying is that I never knew this kind of thing exists. My impression is about, you know, when you read the journals, you know, you are looking at how do you commercialize these things. But he has been able to lay the steps. But another thing I have to emphasize is that the researchers themselves should be open-minded. Sometimes when you bring a researcher to do something with him, he's more interested on how to skim me out of the business. You know, maybe he gets to a point he wants to look for his grandfather, his sister, his mother. So I'm sure that most people in the industry will go abroad and get partners, which shouldn't be. We go abroad, you get partners, they charge you some percentages. But if researchers are open-minded and say, look at what we have, I understand them too, because at the time I did consultancy, and I found that if I go to a bakery and solve their problem, the next day they will push me out. So I understand clearly. But if we have the process, you know, because we need to look at our legislative framework. How do we treat food technologists when they come to a company? If they bring idea, is there a way that they will benefit from their ideas? Not just when you set up, you push them out. So, Oga, thank you for the lectures. And I also ask you that the researchers should be open-minded. so that everybody will benefit, because there's no point keep 1/100/0 doesn't make sense. If it is 1, it makes sense. There's no point trying to keep the knowledge to yourself without sharing it to everybody. Thank you.
Okay, let me quickly make my comments. Dr. Okoli, our mentor, has not disappointed us at all. In fact, thank God we gave him enough time to actually speak. Doctor, this is what we have done today cannot just end here. We are going to have a special session where we actually have, morning till evening, what is it called? Deliveries on this, because this is a whole lot. This time is not enough for what doctor has presented today. Do we agree? Yes. So please, I hope you will do us that favor. Doctor has forgiven us. Yes, he was actually annoyed with us. We've been on this for over a year, but thank you for honoring us. Dr. Etoro, want to really appreciate it for bringing him on board, So don't worry, we will do better. We are promising that we will do better by the grace of God. But I tell you, this paper must go round. We will digest it. They will now come back, for a full day training. Because the issue is, I am particularly impressed. The first assignment I had when I became the chief servant in Lagos State was coming to Yabatek for the food week. And I was amazed at the level of exhibition of products that I saw. I could not imagine. And I had testimonies of some of your students who have even gone beyond just within the environment of the institution to getting awards on these products that we are talking about. So it's, for me, one of the things we need to look at is this issue between HND and BSc. I have a fear. Even our polytechnics have been converted to universities. I lectured in last Polytech for 5 years before I went into private practice. And the students that I taught then, I'm very proud of them now. And so I don't know what the government is actually thinking, wanting to convert all, or maybe it's our lecturers in the Polytechnic that want it done. You understand? Because for me, I think it's something that we should actually look into. Because we look at the students, the level of product development that come out from the polytechnics compared to the universities and all of that, there still needs to be a synergy. So it's part of the problem, the challenges that we are talking about that must be resolved. So let me leave it at that. We have to really put on our thinking caps to solve these problems. Some of us will get into position, we become policy makers. When we get there, what are you going to do? You have to correct some of these things. In the Ministry of Education, once you have HND, they buy you at level 14. But I have seen directors who are at level 14 and they did much more, even than a permanent secretary. So it is a think tank, it is something that we all have to look into. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you, sir.
So let me quickly respond to one of the things that she said, that the government is converting polytechnic to universities. It's relegation. Like, I am one of the propounder that such should happen. If you go to Ghana, their polytechnics, all of them have been converted to university, technical university. And you go to conferences, you go to meetings with professors, and the way they treat us. So I am one of the people that is asking government to please convert our polytechnics to university. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kole. I'm really glad to be here. Because some of us, if we are not where you should add value for whatever angle you are coming from. The study of food science and technology is one of the courses that are living. There are many courses that are dead. So those of us that ventured into it, I remember when I was, in those days, we used to take entrance. You take for UI, you take for JAM was not there. I think we're the last group for people to take entrance. And then I remember when my father asked me, this course you are reading, what is it all about? I must confess, I didn't know. I just thought it's a new thing. And then there was those days, with apology for our youths that are here, we used to have what they call bursary. Free. Those days, your feeding was taken care of. If you could just be able to pass the entrance examination to UIFE or UNN, UNILAG, you are good to go. So I took this course out of curiosity. Really, I didn't know what, I must confess, I didn't know what food science and technology. I just knew it was a new something. So, and I said, let me follow this route. But the only problem I had then was that that course was a 5-year. When I realized it was 5 years, I wanted to pull back. I said, 5 years, what will we be doing for 5 years? But I discovered that 5 years, it was worth it. Wow. And so I keep also saying, when you think about, even when you come out with that challenge of food science and technology, to have work became another challenge. NAFDAC is there, SON is there. They say, no. If you read microbiology, we will accept you. And I say, I read food science and technology. Microbiology is inside. They say, how? They say, go to NAFDAC. I went to NAFDAC. NAFDAC say, we are struggling here with pharmacists too. We don't have vacancy for food science. So today, I'm really glad that I'm in the midst of these wonderful people. Courses are dying, but food science, you notice every institution globally, they are establishing the other food science and technology, food science and nutrition, food science. So I think we should clap for ourselves. Because we ventured into this course, and globally, as I'm coming here, I've retired, but I'm coming from when you called me, I thought I was in Canada. Canada Health. What are we still talking? Issue of food does not end. So even when you retire, the knowledge base is still there. And then food science is a living course. Some are dead though. Some courses are dead. This one is a course that is for the future, and we are growing with it. I want to really thank you, Prof, because when I saw the topic, I said yes. And I remember you, sir, the knowledge you have, it is for us all. And I want to thank for giving it free. Are we paying any money for it? So, myself, as I'm coming, because now I'm into consultancy, I tap. Somebody say, you are coming from all the way. I say, that is part of you. Tap, you keep tapping. And God will bless you as you keep giving it out. The only issue I want to talk about is issue of labeling and packaging. Because we have done so much. But most of the products, we have not developed packaging to take care of this product for the shelf life that product is going to be on the shelf. So I want to use this opportunity to ask us, because when we go out, each packaging is failing. A lot of very good products, sir. It's failing. Thank you very much, because that's just what one area I say we should look at. When I look at the Asian tigers in India and Taiwan, they have this packaging institute. They don't have the best quality of products, but they have the best packaging materials. And if you check, most of the times, that packaging is what sells the product. And then very good products are not sold because the packaging failed the product. And so that aspect, labeling is one issue. As I'm coming back to Madam, the world is talking that they want to send food to Africa. They don't want labeling. I said, why would you not want labeling? They said labeling is delaying regulatory. And you know, I said, we are on the receiving side though. These people that argue, anything they are giving you, what food program, please, if you like, quote me. The issue is that we are arguing there. If you want to give us this food, please label it, let us know what you are eating. Is it not you people that reject some of our food because of labeling? They say no. They want the world to agree on a packaging for food for emergency. Why? Because there's no time. There's so many IDPs, displaced people. There's so many people in fighting war. So can we forget about this labeling when the food is going to those places? We say no, please. Because if you bring this food, we don't know what it is. Please label it. So these are issues. Politics are centered food. And I say, please, while we are producing this thing, let us also look at labeling, because it's very important in international trade. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. Okay, we take two more.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'm Celia Penny. Thank you very much, Dr. Okole. It's been a very insightful period. And I just want to say that something you mentioned about the quality of students that we have. Some are high quality, some are not that high quality. And it stems actually from before they get into the institution. Most of us just get into the institution to study something because the society has made it in such a way that there is money in this particular area. People are making money there, so money day there. So you go, you study this. But we need to encourage people that even before they go into the institution to study, they should look into themselves and find out their purpose. Without your purpose, you are just follow. Anything you are going to do is because somebody else is doing it. But when you follow after your purpose, then you will have a passion for something, and when you go to study it, you will be creative. You're talking about innovation. That's creativity. And it's coming from deep within. And there is something that no one can ever argue with. When you are creative and it's coming in from inside of you, nobody can argue with it, and you will definitely excel. And anybody else, when you're making money, people will say, that person is making money, I want to go in that direction. It doesn't work that way. And Dr. Eshet, you just talked about the labeling, that's my passion. And in this country, I can't even think about labeling. It doesn't focus on anything. It doesn't give me any, I pick up something like this, and I know definitely, many of them are copy and paste. Honestly, many are copy and paste. There are no clear institutions or clear guidelines as to if NAFDAC picks up something like this and says, okay, who made your labeling for you? Which company made your labeling for you? They go to a computer and do a computer center or something. There is no nutritionist or a food scientist behind that labeling that can sign and say, I produce this based on the analysis from NAFDAC. None. So we're having labels on products that tells you absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because there is a pre-2016 labeling and there is a 2016 to date labeling. So if we don't even have, pick up plantain chips and look at it. 20 plantain chips, they all have the same thing on it. Look at them. 20 different plantain chips, the pack, they all have the same thing. How is that possible? So there are so many things that we need to look at while training the students so that when they come out, they will be more innovative and more focused, and focused more on health of the Nigerian people. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
My name is Yetunde Kukwola. Dr. Okole, thank you very much for that presentation. Please, I'm looking at the area of migrating from being a consumer to an innovator. I am so much concerned about this long tomato. I don't know if you know it, like they call snake tomato. I've been consuming it for the past 4 years. I plant it in my house, and the yield is so massive. And the tomato is also good, very good. I don't know if Yabate can do some analysis on it and work on it to make it available for consumption Thank you very much. That's just what I want to contribute.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, the keynote speaker. Thank you for that wonderful lecture. I just want to comment on the labeling that we are talking about, because in NAFDAC we have prepackaged food labeling regulations 2022, and it's hosted online. It's online. It's not something that you start looking for. You go online, you see it. It will guide you. We also have guidelines on labeling. So for MSMEs, people that want to come up, people that are coming up, if you want to maybe register a product and you are not sure of what should be on the label, so you go online and check it, or you go to www.nafdac.gov.ng. You will get them. And also for MSMEs, we now have the Lagos State Office that is in charge of nano people, micro people, and we have open door policy. It's because of when you are afraid of NAFDAC and all that, just walk in there, you will see people that will guide you. Thank you.
So thank you, ma.
I've listened carefully to the comments and then the recommendations. Thank you very much. Now, the issue that has this label, if you listen, madam, when I was talking about my Zobo, I said the label, you heard me, the packaging, very simple and cohesive, okay? And we understand label too well. And the madam who says label here, label here, label here. Label is very, very vital to any food or product, research product you have. We are not, the bakery you see on the road is not a classified product. So they can label whatever they want. Any day they catch them, they will go in for it. Like the madam has said, NAFDAC has a very soft tool now, I think about 4 or 5 years. They put up for SMEs who wants to do one of our thing. So we direct you to them. Okay, it's when you don't understand, you will just be moving all around from one place. If you go to the computer and print a label, you're on your own. Because the nutritional content of your product must pass through the lab. Okay, and that why label is important is that it can mislead quite a lot of people. Let me give you an instance on a classical workshop we had in the US. A woman was always going to the mall to buy a particular product because she's diabetic. And she would look at the label. With that label, information on that label, she bought and she was buying. But she discovered that her health is not getting better until she now cried out. They went to the lab to check. It was a fake label. And she sued for multi-million dollars. And the Supreme Court awarded a price to her. That company was closed down. So don't mislead people with your labeling. Okay? Let it reflect the content of your product. And as per what some other person has said, there are times the label will sell your product properly. Let me give you an instance. You see, I always have instances. Rare time one, not they say. Now, I went into the lab, some years. I saw a student. He said his supervisor said that this product is not good. I said, okay, what do you want to do now? He said he doesn't know. I said, okay, you will do something. I referred her to somebody who can get her a good packaging material for that product. Because I've looked at the product, it's not as if it's completely bad. But then the way she packaged it was what made it push away the supervisor. And then we got a very perfect packaging material for it. I said, okay, go for your defense. And then she now entered the defense. The examiners were busy admiring her the packaging and forgot and forgot the content. And as she came out of the place, she just came and hugged me, said, I made it. I said, that's all right. I've given you an idea. Do a product that is okay, and then make your labeling more fantastic. Attractive. And then people will see it, and then they will come and look closer. And by the time they get home and they test that product and it's okay, then you are into the market already. So those are the things. And then coming to the fact that it's not all encompassing. What I have given to you here now, I only chip here, chip here, chip here, chip here. I'm trying to make you have an idea of where you will go from here. Okay? From the innovation you have, and then you bring it out, have a prototype or what you call a mini sample now. You develop it, and then you move on. Because I also have concluded telling you that when you have an idea and it is sleeping with you, it didn't go to the market, you have not done anything. So you must try to see how you can move it from where it is and then to the market. There are a few students who came to me a few weeks ago. This plantain chips, they are producing plantain chips. Okay, we give them cancel. Where do I go from here? So I look at their label first. I say, no, this one cannot be. This one is too flat. Go and change it. Okay, and then give an idea on what should be. Go to the lab, because some of them don't analyze their chips. They just think that since it's plantain chip, it's plantain chip. Okay, how long will it stay on the shelf before you get rancid? She says she will do hers, and then after something, I said, because you have not done the needful. Okay, if you have done the needful, you'll be able to go on. The person who came for cancel on Zobo, he said produces Zobo, no, tiger nut and Zobo. After some time, the thing will go, get bad. I said, okay, you need more idea. But the one problem I have is that after I give them an idea, they will run away. They won't come back to pay me. Okay? But I'm not bothered. Like a man who came and said, I produce bread. After finishing producing this bread, by the dawn, mold will grow. He said something. He didn't even know what is there. He said something will just grow on the bread, and then even the one customers had managed to take, they will be returning it. I said, okay, something is. He said it's witchcraft. Okay, I said, that winch we are going to kill. Okay, now the people who referred it to me, did they say I'm a native doctor? He said no. So I gave him a formula. I gave him an idea. I gave him all this thing. Okay, then 1 week after, he started producing, and those things disappeared. Okay, and then the man again ran away. I said, that winch will come back. And every time he comes back, So they invited me at Jabode also. The woman was a pharmacist now. Produces a puree, tomato puree. And then you see, customers will return the product. The 10 will blow. If they are 10 will damage. The other one will damage. So I now went to the industry. Simple thing. And unfortunately employed a microbiologist who's supposed to know what is happening there. I asked him, I said, what have you been doing now? He said, that thing no concern him. I said, you can be sacked. But I'm not going to sack you. Follow me. Let me go and educate you so that you will have more knowledge when things like this happen. So we gave counsel on what they should, because I went through their factory and saw some things they were not doing right. And then we put those things right. Up to date, they have not had that problem anymore. So ignorance sometimes going further. Not to now. So bring it to us. Bring it to us. Though we have done some partial work on it in the past. So we'll just dust it and see what area of interest you have. And then we'll work on it and give you information. Thank you.
So let's put our hands together for Oga. He has done so well. Oga, I can't thank you enough. It's only God that will help me to thank you. So on that note, we want to move on to one important aspect of this event or this program. is an innovation, and in absentia, let me acknowledge Mr. Emmanuel Ifedayo for this innovation. When we were looking for papers for people to present and we were not getting any, he now suggested this program, which he called 3 minutes thesis. And what it means is that students, yes, in final year, they are supposed to come up and make presentation. It's just one slide on their research, and then they will tell us what the research is all about. The detail about the competition has to do with, we look at eligibility, we look at presentation duration, which must be 3 minutes, not more. It can be less, but not more than 3 minutes. Then we look at the research scope, we look at the visual presentation format, we look at the content requirements, the language and clarity, we look at the dress code, we look at originality and integrity, and then we look at the relevance of their presentation to food science and technology. And thank God we are talking about innovation today. So we are also looking at how relevant is whatever thing they are presenting is to the area of food science and technology. Is it innovative? Can somebody take up that work and then go on to make it into a product that will be available for us? And we have also talked about packaging. So join me as I welcome the 3 students. They are here, so one after the other they will come up. The first one is Adeyemi Oluwatobi Enoch. Then we have Monday Uche Favor. And then we have Osho Adefunke Ruth. So the slide will be projected for them. Enoch, please come up.
Good morning, existing icons. I'm Enoch Adeyemi. So diving into the food security, we all know that by 2030, the population of the global population is going to be there about 9 to 10 billion. The sustainability of this massive population is going to present a critical challenge. By looking into the protein dietary for this population, protein is one of the macronutrients that all the population need for daily functioning. Now, relying on animal-based protein for all this population, there's going to be a push towards our planet, environmental and public crisis. So, looking into the innovation of plant-based meat alternative from soybean and mushroom, using wheat gluten as bioider. Soybeans, we all know that it has all the 9 essential amino acid, plus the umami flavor from mushroom, and gluten, which we can get gluten from it. Binding all these nutrients, these materials together, we are going to get what we call plant-based meat product. And there are some outcomes that we are going to see from all this nutritional completeness. Like I've said, that there is 9 essential amino acids that the body cannot synthesize themselves, but they have to base on external source to get all this. Soybeans, we have to provide all this. If we can bind this together, also skeletal mushroom mimicry. Binding all this together, we are going to have a formulation that is going to mimic the texture and the flavor of meat, and also natural umami flavor. This is gotten from mushroom because it contains a particular compound called glutamate, an eco-friendly solution. We all know that rearing animal is contributing to the green gas effect, and also zoonotic disease. This is the disease that is coming from animal to human. All this will be eradicated if we can base our source of protein from plant-based meat alternative from soybeans and mushroom. These are the key benefits of getting all these products, increasing the availability of affordable protein. Not all households can get an affordable, can afford to get plant-based, animal-based protein, and also reduce risks associated with excessive consumption of red and processed meat. We all know that some people they are moving away from red meat, and also promote innovation in food processing and alternative protein technology, and then also lower greenhouse gas emission. If we can base our source of protein from in plant-based meat, we are going to have all these. Thank you so much.
So the next presenter is Uche Monde.
Good day, distinguished panels, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Monde Uche Favor. I'm a student of Yaba College of Technology. Imagine a child suffering with poor nutrition because they don't have enough vitamin A in their diet. Now imagine that the solution to this problem is hidden in 2 resources that are often overlooked: okra and orange flesh sweet potato. Orange flesh sweet potato is rich in beta-carotene, the precursor for vitamin A. But despite its richness, it's often underutilized in many products today. On the other hand, okra is the residue left after you process your soybean and is often treated as waste and discarded. The so-called waste is rich in dietary fiber and protein. This presents a remarkable opportunity. What if we can combine the richness in orange flesh with potato and the protein and dietary fiber in okra to produce a more nutritious ingredient? This inspired my research study, optimization and quality evaluation of composite flour produced from orange flesh sweet potato and okra for functional food application. The goal of this study is not just to produce a composite flour that is nutritional that has more nutrition, but it's also to help us in our it also helps in the utilization of our local available resources. To achieve this, flour will be gotten for our orange, flesh, sweet potato, and okra, and blended in different proportion. The blends will be evaluated for their functional properties, their overall quality, and their nutritional composition. And the optimized blend will also be assessed for their consumer acceptability. This research is not just about flour. It's about transforming an underutilized product into something valuable, into something that you can always look back at. This research is also about addressing hidden hunger in our society today with locally available materials. It's about demonstrating that locally available materials can help fight nutritional challenges. It's about making food available at all seasons. This research posed a simple but powerful idea. What if we could make use of our locally available resources to fight hidden hunger? What if our locally available resources can become something that can help us fight nutritional challenges tomorrow? Thank you.
Good morning, our chairman, lecturers, moderators. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Good morning, our dear chairman, our educators, our moderators, our parents, my colleagues, and our guests. My name is Oshoade Funke Roots. I'm a final year student of Food Science and Technology from the prestigious Yaba College of Technology. I would like to begin with a question. What if the bread we eat every day could help fight hidden hunger without requiring us to change our eating habits? What if the bread we eat today is a balanced diet? Bread is mostly consumed by Nigerians today. However, while it provides energy, it contains relatively low amounts of essential vitamins, nutrients, and antioxidants, which are very vital for human health. On the other hand, indigenous vegetables like African spinach, Celosia argentea, and Jatropha tangerensis, known as hospital tufa, they contain these nutrients that are needed. Unfortunately, they are underutilized despite their nutritional value. This inspired my research titled Effects of Pretreatment on the Nutritional and Bioactive Content of African Spinach, Celosia argentea, and Jatropha tangerensis as functional ingredients in bread. The aim of this study is to determine how steam blanching and hot water blanching affects the nutrients and bioactive contents of these compounds before they are processed into flour and incorporated into our bread. To achieve this, the vegetables are first pre-treated, dried, milled before they are added as added to the wheat flour in our bread production. The bread samples are then evaluated for their nutritional value and functionality. I expect these results to show that properly processed vegetable powders can significantly increase the nutritional value of bread while maintaining acceptable quality. So, why does this matter? Because millions of people already consume bread every day. Instead of advising or trying to convince people to completely change their diets, this research explores how we can make a familiar food healthier. Now, the outcome could reduce micronutrient deficiencies, promote better nutrition, increase the value of our local vegetables, and overall contribute to food security. In essence, this research is not just about making bread. It is about transforming an everyday food into a vehicle for better health. Thank you.
Let's put our hands together for the presenters. I'm sure you have learned. I have learned also. So once again, thank you so much, the three of you. This is just the beginning. I see you soaring by the grace of God. I see you doing better than us. So while the sessions were going on, we have some of our fellows, our elders that came in. We have in person of Mr. Igbewole, is outside there. We have Dr. Oladumoye. They've been pillars of support to NIFST after God. We want to appreciate you for your various contributions. We have the ESCO of Lagos chapter, Mrs. Ufoma Ugbo. Thank you. We have Mrs. Olivia. Thank you so much. And then Yorubas, we say Egunla lo man keyin igbale. The national chairman of NIFST is not here, but we are privileged to have Mr. Razak, okay, the national secretary in our midst. He has been very supportive. Look for NIFST activities, you will see, and he goes round the country. His own national secretary is not sitting in Lagos. Last week, he was in the East to attend the ReFoSTS NIFST Day. Mr. Razak, thank you very much. We are very, very grateful. So while the judges are compiling their results, we want to once again appreciate Oga Dr. Okolie Nwabweze Peter. Because if you call his name at work and you don't call it like that, Oga will not answer you. He will say, that's not me. Not be me you they call. The plaque. Yes, she's bringing it. So before we go on to the announcement of the results for the students' competition, we have little gifts to give to our Baba, Dr. Okolie Nwabweze Peter. When somebody said, are we giving him honorarium? I said, NIFST no get money. Oh. But silver and gold, we have none. What we have, we will give to Baba. And because it's coming from a good heart, I know Baba will take it from us. So let's welcome Mr. Cletus Chibuzo to make the presentation on behalf of NIFST. Baba, please come. That's what I call him. He knows. Once I call Baba, he answers. So let the chapter chairman, Mr. Razak, to represent the national, please come join us. LOC chair, please come.
First of all, like I said earlier, thank you for a wonderful lecture. Thank you for being a mentor. I'm so impressed with what your students did in the 3 minutes presentation. On behalf of NIFST Lagos chapter, we'll give you this plaque in recognition of what you have been doing and what you continue to do. May God bless you in everything you do.
So I'm immensely grateful to NIFST for this presentation. And I pray that God will bless every one of you. Amen. And then will increase NIFST, give them more knowledge, amen, more wisdom, amen, more understanding in handling issues. Amen. And things will get well. Amen. So I want to thank our mama here. He used to be my friend before. So I thank all of you, the participants, and I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Let me quickly respond to what Doctor has said. We are most grateful to have you, and Doctor knows why I'm saying it. And like I came in, when I came in, I told you, I said, don't look at what we did. We have repented. You know, I engaged Doctor for almost 1 year. I wasn't looking at my side at all. But thank you very much for doing this. You can see the lecture you gave is not just a comment. It's not just chairman's opening speech. We actually enjoyed the lecture. Everybody has picked something, and it's a call, you know, to action. So thank you very much, sir. Thank you for doing all this honor. Mr. Razak, please, on behalf of the National Post, appreciate.
I've done the best. You know, what do you expect me to say? When we have my Oga, you know, I don't want to start another speech. I want to appreciate you, sir. Because I remember when I went to Oka in 2019, you can see the way doctor was fighting for me. He was really fighting. He said no. And he's an Igbo man. I'm a Yoruba man. And when I went to an Igbo place, and they said, no, you can't get this in. And when you see people that have a broad mind, no tribal coloration, fighting for a just cause. So, on behalf of NIFST president, I want to appreciate you. I will continue to appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much.
So once again, thank you so much. Next, we want to announce the winner. Oh, okay, before we go on to that, we have little token for the chairpersons of the different sessions. So first, join me as we welcome Dr. Titi Lope Abegunde. And I want to welcome Dr. Mrs. Oladumoye to help us in making the presentation.
Yes. Good. Good day, everybody. Dr. Abegunde, we appreciate you. And you know, when you do something good, the reward is do more. That is what NIFST gives you. When you do something good, you'll be told to do more. So, on behalf of NIFST Lagos chapter, this is ReFoSTS, 12 to ReFoSTS. So, you are presented with this plaque. And then, anytime you see this plaque, you remember NIFST, remember ReFoSTS, remember the chapter chair, remember the LOC. Then you remember all of us, the whole family. And the work you're about to do. So, congratulations. Thank you so much.
Next, we want to welcome Dr. Ebele Okafo. And we are the National Secretary, Mr. Razak Oke, will help in the presentation of our own plaque.
In fact, it's a special award. Yes, and on behalf of NIFST Lagos chapter, and on behalf of the president and chairman of council of NIFST, we are presenting this award to you. But let me quickly say this. You know, when we started that guideline, that if you don't attend conference for so number of years, you'll not be given a fellow. And Dr. Okavo came to me, he said, Mr. Razak, you are going to help me. I said, how? He said, I'm ready to serve. And the next 5 years, no, I'm saying the truth. The next 5 years, I want to be attending conferences. But please, I have many things to say. I said, madam, we will disturb you. I said, number one, speaking engagement, we'll be inviting you for that. And the first one, I invited her to Mountain Top University. She gladly accepted it. I said, that's the first one. We'll see the going around. Webina will be inviting you. I said, so your road to fellow is clear now. So we are presenting this special awards to you. in recognition of your what you want to do for NIFT, not only for Lagos chapter.
Congratulations, ma.
Thank you. Thank you. So thank you very much. Next, we want to, I'm sure everybody, we are eager to hear who comes first. It was a keenly contested competition, but somebody must emerge a winner, definitely. So we are starting with the third position, and which is second runner-up. So that's Monday Uche Favor. And she will be going away with an award of 50,000 naira. So for this competition, we have 3 people, or let me say 4, that gladly donated towards it. One of them is the LOC chair in person of Professor Ogana Ibi Ikudeyo. And then the person that actually brought up the program, Mr. Emmanuel Ifedayo. He's not here, but I'm sure he's watching us. And finally, my humble self. But just when I saw that what we had wasn't going to be enough for this type of thing, is brain tasking. I don't know if I can do one slide and finish in 3 minutes. But these children, they came up and they did it. So I just contacted somebody and I said, please, we needed an assistance. And the person said, how much have you realized? And he said, I told him 150,000. He said, don't worry, I will give you 100,000 to it. So for this competition, on the long run, we had 250,000. But the second runner-up will be going away with 50,000 naira. So let me work. Okay. Our financial person, Emma Bo, we will do the transfer later, Emma worry. So let me also welcome the chapter chair, LOC chair. And then, okay, Baba will sit and do the first. Is Mr. Egbewole in the hall? What of Dr. Ishet? Dr. Ishet? Is there any other fellow in the house? Okay, all right. So, Ma, you help us to make the presentation to her on behalf of NIFST.
Okay. Wow. Wow. The 3 minutes thesis. Were you here when you were presenting? The 3 minutes thesis. Okay, maybe we should comment before you leave. Yes. She needs to understand. She was not here when
Okay. Oh, all right. What they did was what we call 3 minutes thesis. And it had to do with, they used one slide to make presentation on a research topic that is innovative. And then that is in line with the theme for this year. So the 3 of them contested. They were graded. We have criteria for grading. And so we came up with first, second, and third position. So for the second runner-up, which is the third position, we are inviting you to help us to make the presentation.
Okay, please help us to project our slides. What's the name? Uche. Uche who? can still add to the money. Retired. Nothing I retired. Are you projecting the slide? I said I retired. Mama dey here. This is our slide. This is our slide. Okay. Okay. Uche. Uche. Your full name. Your full name.
Orange flesh potato. Okay. And okara.
What's okara? That's the one I want to
Okara
explain to us.
Waste, byproduct after you process your soybeans.
Okay.
Like waste product.
Okay.
Yeah. When you process your soybeans, this is what you get.
Okay.
The waste from it.
Okay.
So that's okara.
So what's your full name?
Uche Monday. Uche
From which
Monday.
institution?
Yaba College.
The three of them are from Yaba.
So this is third position. All right. Uche. Okay. Thank you very much. In planning for this, I saw this was on the program, and I thought it's a very good innovation. And this is what we do in NIFST, at least to encourage, in line with what we are doing today, product innovation, because the world is also looking at what are the food scientists doing to feed the world. Must we always eat rice as rice or beans as beans? So we are the one to convert this thing and then to encourage innovation, which we are discussing today. And on behalf of manage wastage, is of course important that nothing is thrown away. This presentation, we've seen that she has converted, like now, I didn't know what okara is. I've never heard that name, okara. It's from soya bean. Okay. So, like we are talking now, after processing like this, the next challenge is packaging. Abi, it must be properly packaged. So, she has tried from this presentation. I want to appreciate Uche Monday from Yaba College of. I keep arguing. When you say technology, technical institutions were created for a purpose. I am sorry the politicians, all these limiting people, I know how I encourage people in my organization when you reach level 40, and I prop them, a lot of them, I make sure that they rose to deputy director by going to read one thing or the other just to satisfy, because I use them a lot. They are very practically oriented. Not too much of research that does not, cannot easily relate. They do so. On behalf of NIFST, I want to appreciate you for the third position. We are giving her 50,000 naira. I wish I can add to. I wish I can add to this. So we say congratulations. Congratulations. Give me a handshake. Give me a handshake. Congratulations. Thank you. So you give you a better certificate. This is not the. This is what we call interim. Original one will come. So, thank you. Before you say it's only paper. Thank you, ma.
Thank you, ma. So next we'll be calling on the first runner-up, which is the second position, with a cash award of 75,000 naira, and the person is no other. Okay, is Enoch Adeyemi, which has scored 78 points over 100. While Enoch scored 80 points. So we'll be calling on Alhaji Egbewole to help us in making the presentation. Sir, Emabo. Okay, Mr. Egbewole. He said I should remove the Alhaji. Okay, Mr. Abdurrauf Egbewole.
The first runner up.
That's his slide.
Your height is intimidating me. Who did this? Enoch what? Adeyemi. I hope this is working. Sorry that I go a little bit informal. There's one Enoch that is known all over the world. So, which means you are rising up again, Abby. You will go to places, and God will bless you. You've even started. You are second position, Abby. By next year, you might have first and probably win a scholarship to do your postgraduate studies somewhere. The topic is plant-based meat alternatives from soybean and mushroom using wheat gluten as binders. You know, when we were growing up, mushroom was so popular then. In those days, behind our houses or wherever, we have mushroom that we eat. Especially those of us that come from very low background. Mushroom is popular in our food because we may not be able to buy meat or even chicken, but there will be mushroom. And we never knew that mushroom is even very nutritious and equally a kind of delicacy. Well, the outcome is nutritional completeness, skeletal muscle mimicry, natural umami flavor, and eco-friendly solution. Okay, I think we are getting somewhere. Eco-friendly solution. You mean when we talk about greenhouse? Very good. It means that our researchers are now getting more involved in what we call town and gown. And with all due respect to our researchers, our leaders here, if you have not done well, these guys won't be here. I don't know which school you are from. Yaba College. The three of them are from Yaba College. Fortunately, I'm a product of Yaba College of Tech. So I need to know you better. And my HOD here. Okay, you are the keynote speaker. No, I don't need to be here because I know you people will be encouraged. For me, I will only say I'm proud of you because it has always been like that. So, Uncle Enoch, I don't know. Or Brother Enoch, go, and he's a pastor. Okay, and you will blend it, both the brain and the spirit. So, on behalf of NIFST Lagos chapter, on the RIFST and the 12th ReFoSTS sub committee or conference, congratulations for having the second position at 75,000, and I think we add 10,000 naira to that. If you come up next year and you're able to equally win something, you will still get something. And if it is not you, whoever emerges, congratulations. I think I'm done. Picture. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Somebody want to add?
Also, being that is a protein innovative product, I will also add 10,000 naira.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Oga. Thank you, Mr. Idowu Alaba. And finally, I don't need to make any paparazzi. Let's put our hands together as we welcome Osho Adefunke Ruth. She will be going away with a cash gift of 100,000 naira. Please let me welcome their Baba, Dr. Okolie Nwabweze Peter. And then Mrs. Taiwo Ubani, please come up. Yes, she's our NIFST Academy manager. And we are an LOC chair last year, advisor. Oh, for national. She, remember, NIFST Academy has to do with what we are having today. So she's very relevant. Baba, please come to the middle.
Well, I am the producer. So, so I've packaged root, and so, and if you had listened to my presentation this morning, the summary of my presentation, you will know that I didn't tell you lies. And we have more of them. If you had asked us to bring 30, we would have, so that we can collect NIFST money. So we have plenty of them. Okay, Ruth, thank you for doing this and making us proud. I will return the message to them in the campus while we retain it here. So congratulations. And God bless you. So we'll take her back home and re-innovate her memory so that by next time she's coming back with a different package. God helping us. So since everybody is adding 10,000, I don't normally go along with people. So I will double it to 20. So, Ruth, yeah, we do that most of the time so that they will have to be encouraged. Okay, particularly in my institution, there's one node we call dressing, Abby. So every year I give them awards. So the last time we had orientation, the students were not happy. No, sorry, they were coming out, only one single lady, the other ones don't trust themselves. So when they were now talking, say, how much do we now give her? Okay, the traditional thing is that we have first, second, third, and at times you give them 5, 10, 10, 5. I said, okay, let's gather the whole money together. It amounted to about 25,000, and I handed it over to her so that she will go with 25,000. So Ruth will add 20 more thousand to you. As aside from my food you eat in my office. So you will now eat more food. In addition to that, thank you and congratulations. All right.
So thank you so much. Thank you everybody for your time, for your contributions. We are most grateful. Let me say that I did not have hand in the assessment. We used the assessors for the panel sessions, and they were the ones that came up with the results. So, okay, yeah, the three of you, please come out. Please come out so that you can take pictures. No. Yeah. Yes. No. Mashi, both of times. Mashi, both of times. Segment. No, no, Mama, Emi ma ṣe vote of thanks, so I've listed them.
You have not watched it. No worries.
Okay. Mrs. Ubani.
Please, let's. I think you should call. Their checks will be made available tomorrow at the day 2. Yes, ma'am. So that we can present it to them. Yes. So let me, next we want to go on to take the vote of thanks. Permit me to stand on the already established protocol. First of all, let me appreciate God, who is the giver of life. This event wouldn't have taken place. At a point, we were looking at, should we cancel it or should we not cancel it? But here we are. Despite the rain, we could still gather these people. It can only be God. So I want to appreciate God Almighty. Next, I want to appreciate the NIFST National for making it possible to have ReFoSTS. Lagos is also going to be hosting the national conference and NIFST at 50 in October. And once that is taking place, any chapter that is hosting it definitely will be supported by NIFST National. So we want to appreciate them for this support. I want to thank the ESCO of Lagos chapter. Not only the ESCO, I also want to thank every member of Lagos chapter for registering and be part of this event. Let me appreciate our keynote speaker. Baba, I can't thank you enough. And you know there is nothing you can do about it. After today, I will still come to your office. So, Baba, thank you so much, sir, for honoring God and for honoring me. Because when I came to tell you, you said neighbor. He calls me neighbor. He said, neighbor, you are dragging me back to NIFST. I said, Baba, please, just do this for God. And he said, okay, I will come. So for that deep and insightful presentation, Baba, thank you so much, sir. God bless you and increase you in learning and increase you in wisdom. Next, I want to appreciate the LOC, which is ably led by Professor Ogana Beatrice. Professor Beatrice Ogana Ikudeyo. Where is she? I'm sure she's somewhere. Thank you very much. Thank you all members of LOC. I appreciate all the authors. Despite the late submission, we could still gather 17 abstracts. It wasn't easy, I know. In fact, there are occasions that I don't sleep for 2 hours at night, because everybody that knows me, they know that anything that I do, I don't mind the stress, but it must surely come out well. So thank you so much for believing in NIFST and for believing in this program. Thank you for giving us opportunity to share from your wealth of knowledge. Thank you so much. God bless you. To all the reviewers, some of them are around. I have Dr. Bolaji Olushola from Lagos State University of Technology, Dr. Abegunde Titilope, Dr. Biodun Kupolui, and then my little self. Then I want to thank you for that honor that you have done to me. There are two people who are not even members of NIFST. There are I think two or three publications that were articles that were submitted that were not in our area. So I just contacted them. One is Dr. Ojokuku, the other one is Dr. Ajagbe, and they said, don't worry, just send them. I will do that for you. I want to appreciate them in absentia. Thank you so much. To all our sponsors, to all our sponsors for today's event, I cannot count all of you, but God knows you. I want to appreciate, well, let me just mention a few. Professor Beatrice Ogana Ikudeyo. I want to thank Emmanuel Ifedayo. He's not here, but I'm sure his spirit is connecting with us. I want to thank myself because I also contributed to it. And I also want to appreciate Askel and Grace Limited for that wonderful donation. The Lord bless and increase you on every side. And finally, to our beautiful students, the last but one, thank you for, it wasn't an easy task. I am their lecturer and I know what I am saying. Thank you, Enoch. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you, Favor, for coming out. We have about 143 in their class. But the three of them, they volunteered. They said, don't worry, we'll come. Thank you so much. God will honor you. To the member of my subcommittee, I mean the editorial subcommittee, Dr. Bolaji, Dr. Abegunde, Dr. Kupolui, thank you. God bless you. Then Dr. Akinwumi Gbenga is not here. Thank you very much. Well, so I think enough of thanking everybody. So that's that about that. So I want to thank the beautiful audience that we have here today. Let's put our hands together for ourselves. We might call the 17 people for their abstract presentation, but if you are not here, the hall will be empty. It's not going to be interesting. But in the rain, you all came. Thank you very much. The Lord honor you. So on that note, we want to bring the program to a close. For the authors, we have 2 breakout sessions. One is going to take place here. This is all 1. And then just outside here, okay, all 2. 7 people will be presenting in all 2. So if you have already shared the groupings on our platforms, so wherever you belong to, please, that's where you'll be making your presentation. Let's call on Mr. Abdurauf Egbewole to close us in this session. With prayer.
Oh, okay. I thought you've done the closing, you've done the prayer. May God answer all our prayers and may we return home safely. Amen.
Amen. So let's come up. The LOC chair members on the I table, please come. LOC chairperson, please come. Mr. Razak, please join us. the launch, I'm sure you have your tickets. Presenters here. And they know. Multi share Lori's platform, so they know where they are going to.
You know, so from the topic.
Oh, okay.
Interested the room they want to
Oh, I have to open the phone.
based on topic. Our site here.
Dr. Yotoro, thank you so much. God bless you. We are very proud of you. They say when you do well, you get more job. But it's in the interest of the coming generation. When you're not doing sorry to say, technical session last year. No, the wife. So the last year. So one thing we must recognize, I don't know, maybe the way I feel, it's not about to recognize it. Do I have something to offer the members of society? If they don't do it, whether they want to, God will continue to help you, not you. So I'm happy we are getting something, but we are not there yet. Some of them. At least I'm happy because we are getting this thing done. Bí o ṣe wá ní kú, sọ gbogbo yín. Ní technical session ló ṣe ní kú, which means as we are coming along, bringing some of the younger ones to come along with us. So that even when you don't have the time, they will be able to at least. Yes,